I genuinely did not expect this trailer to hit me with this much nostalgia. For a second, it honestly felt like I was watching the original Dhammal all over again, and then everything went completely off the rails. Plane crashes, hidden treasure, giant snakes, pure chaos. And honestly, that's exactly why this trailer has people so divided right now. Some fans think Dhammal 4 is finally bringing the franchise back to its roots. Others think it's doubling down on everything. That made Total Dhammal feel way too over the top. So let's break down what actually works, what doesn't, and whether this could end up being the funniest Dhammal movie we've had in years. Story-wise, Indra Kumar is doing something pretty smart here. Instead of trying to reinvent the franchise, he's going right back to the formula that made the 2007 original such a cult classic. At its heart, Dhammal 4 is another chaotic, greed-fueled treasure hunt. This time, everyone is chasing the legendary hidden fortune of Lal Singh. And the moment the trailer opens with Arshad Warsi and Javed Jafari sitting inside that cockpit, dealing with the ridiculous red button situation, longtime fans instantly know what's happening. It's a direct callback to one of the most iconic moments from the first movie. And honestly, it works. Seeing Ritesh Deshmukh, Arshad Warsi, and Javed Jafari back together again feels surprisingly satisfying. Because, let's be real, their chemistry has always been the secret sauce of this franchise. The jokes land because these characters are complete disasters on their own, and somehow become even bigger disasters when they're together. And based on this trailer, that dynamic still feels very much intact. Now, this isn't just a nostalgia play. The biggest difference here is the scale. You can feel the influence of Total Dhammal almost immediately. Everything looks bigger, everything looks louder, and everything feels much more ambitious. Ajay Devgan steps into the middle of all this madness, and honestly, he might be the perfect addition to this cast. His straight-faced delivery works incredibly well against all the chaos happening around him. While everyone else is screaming, panicking, and making terrible decisions, Ajay looks like the only guy in the room who realizes how ridiculous the situation actually is. The trailer throws the gang into one disaster after another. We're talking aircraft trouble, dangerous wilderness, giant action sequences, and a snake pit that looks like something straight out of a cartoon nightmare. Visually, it's bright, colorful, fast-paced, and very clearly designed for a big screen audience looking for pure escapist fun. Now, this is where I think some fans might have concerns. The original Dhammal wasn't funny because it was loud. It was funny because the characters constantly found themselves stuck in painfully ridiculous situations. The comedy felt grounded. The trailer for Dhammal 4, though, seems to lean much harder into the Total Dhammal approach. More visual effects, more chaos, more shouting, more spectacle, and while that can absolutely be entertaining, there's always the risk that the actual jokes get buried underneath all the noise. The song sequence that suddenly appears in the middle of the trailer feels a little random for what's supposed to be a treasure hunt adventure. And when you've got comedy legends like Sanjay Mishra in your cast, naturally you want to see them shine through clever dialogue and memorable interactions, not just explosions, visual gags, and non-stop background noise. Hopefully, the trailer is simply saving some of the best jokes for the actual film, because that's where this franchise has always been at its strongest. So, what should you realistically expect when Dhammal 4 arrives in theaters on July 10th? If you're looking for subtle humor, deep storytelling, or sophisticated comedy, this probably isn't that movie. But if you're looking for 2 hours of pure escapism, ridiculous treasure hunt chaos, and a cast full of comedy legends running around making terrible decisions, then there's definitely a lot here to be excited about. The nostalgia works, the cast works, the energy is absolutely there. The only real question is whether the full movie can balance all that spectacle with the clever, character-driven comedy that made people fall in love with Dhammal in the first place. Because if it can pull that off, this could easily end up being the strongest entry in the franchise in a very long time. So, what do you think? Did this trailer bring back those classic Dhammal vibes for you, or do you think the franchise has become a little too loud and over the top? Let me know down in the comments.